All right, in this video, we are going to trace through this problem using Canvas. All right, so I'm going to hit Control Shift R, and I am going to use this curved arrow to click through here. All right, so as always, execution starts in the main method for Java application. And this very first line is a method call. So the method it's calling is f, which is down here. And this method has one parameter called x, and the argument is e. So this value for e here is going to go into this variable x, and execution is going to jump down here. All right, so the first statement in this method f is going to print the letter A, and then it's going to print the letter C. And then this third statement right here is, again, another method call. So we are calling the method R, and you can see the method header for R is down here. And this variable x, right, is corresponds to this parameter right here. And if you remember, the value for that was e, right? So e got sent down to this value of x, and then this method call is going to take the value of x, which is an uppercase E, and pass it down to here. So now the value for y is going to be E as well. So execution is going to jump down here. And you can see over here in the debug tab, the value for y is E. All right, so now then this is going to print an S. And then system.out.print y, the value for y, like we just said, is uppercase E. So that's going to get printed out there. That is the last statement in this method R. So execution is going to jump back to where it was called from, which is line 23. That was the last statement in method F. So now execution is going to jump back to where the method was called from, and that's line 5. All right, and so it jumps back to line 5. It's going to print an X. Okay, then next up in line 7 is a method call. It's going to call the method P, which is right here. This value, right, the argument is going to get passed to this letter, this variable A right here, and stored in this variable A. And so execution is going to jump here. It's going to print out an X. Then we've got another method call here. All right, so we're going to call this method F again. So this D is going to be passed into this variable X, and execution is going to jump down here. All right, it's going to print another A and another C. Then we get to this last line in the method F, and again, that is a call to this method R. So we can see right now the value of this variable X right here is uppercase, the string, right, consisting of the uppercase letter D. So that's going to be passed down to this variable Y. Okay. And there we can see this parameter, right, has a value of uppercase letter D. So it's going to print an S and a D. All right, that's the last line in the method R. So it's going to return back to where it called from, up here in line 23. Okay. Then that's the last line in method F. It's going to jump back to where it was called from, which is up here in line 15. And that's the last, it's now back in here. So it's going to print out the uppercase letter Y. That is the last method, or the last line in the method P. So it's going to jump back to where it was called from, which is line 7. So now we're going to print out an uppercase W. And then finally, the last line in the main method is a call to the method R. The argument here is an uppercase V. So that is going to get sent to this variable Y right here. When we jump down there, we'll see that the value for Y is V. So it's going to print an S and a V. in there. Okay, so that is the last line in the method R. It's going to jump back to where it was called from, which is up here in line 9. Okay, and then in line 9, that's the last line of the main method, so that means that the program is over. Okay, and that's it.